What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua states in CNN, he comments that he wants a full life. You know, he reveals his biggest secrets and fears and future ambitions. He says if you get hit, you're vulnerable. You go down. Joshua told CNN Sports' Don Riddell, speaking about the danger of both he and his opponents face. He says, I don't want to inflict that much pain onto my opponents, that he can't go home to his family, and I hope that's not the same for me. I hope I can go on, see my career through, and go on and do great things in this world. My counterpunches on that is simple. A lot of people will take this and twist it and do or think however they feel. This is how I feel, me counterpunching this. I feel that Anthony Joshua is absolutely right. If we looked at past opponents, okay, past opponents like Muhammad Ali, like Joe Frazier, like James Toney, man, the list goes on and on. Really, the people that suffered, Evander Holyfield, another one, that you look at them now and they don't have the type of life that I feel they should have. They took a great sacrifice into the ring. And I think about what Andre Ward said to add to this. Boxing is something you do. It's not who you are, okay? If you make it of something who you are, it will consume you. And he's absolutely right. Now, adding this to what Joshua says, he intends to live life after boxing because there is life after boxing, okay? This is the sport that I love, that I hate so much. It's the sport that puts people in the seats. It's exciting. You know, it's controversial. It's heart pumping. It's a lot of things, right? But at the end of the day, these guys, after they fight in the ring, give their all, some of them, they have to go home. They have to sleep at night. A lot of them have families. People have someone to go home to, you know, and what he meant by this, he doesn't want to inflict damage or pain upon his opponents, okay, like serious damage. Yeah, he wants to knock them out, slap them around the ring. Sure, that's what we want to see. That's what we go to fights to see. However, you don't want to get in there and look a son in his eyes and cripple his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the type of shit that you're supposed to be talking about or desiring or even saying or thinking or anything. And I don't have to say who that is because it speaks for itself. On contrast, Anthony Joshua is stating what he does not want to do. You know, sure, win is the most important thing. But win, meaning you got to hurt someone or then he gets hurt because you can't, look, he's been down before. He knows from experience. Klitschko hit him with that sledgehammer right, and down he went. Yeah, he got back up, but he knows the reality of being vulnerable, okay? That's what he was saying. So that's my take on it. I do think that he does have a future in commentation or whatever. Public speaking, Tyson Fury also, too. He has a mouthpiece on him. You know what I mean? He can talk the walls down. He can be a politician of wherever. You know what I mean? But I think, you know, these guys are successful at what they do. They're good at what they do. But boxing should never be at an extent for you to take that permanent damage like we've seen other fighters. You know, so I'll leave the link below. And I didn't want to spend too much time with this because I got a lot to cover, you know, concerning other fighters and stuff like that. But this is good. And it just shows that the prestige, it shows the respect for the other person, you know, and that's the type of fighter that you want to be fighting against, the type of fighter that doesn't want to go in there and hurt you and inject himself with all types of drugs and PEDs and stuff like that to try to hurt and inflict more pain on you that you normally would take in the ring. You know, so again, in comparison to other fighters, this was a good segment by Anthony Joshua. Of course, I'll leave the link below. Let you guys check it out so you can read it verbatim. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.